Place a roll of toilet paper in the fridge. You'll be surprised by what happens. I'm sure you'll thank me for this tip. First, prepare a baking soda paste. Take a small bowl and add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Baking soda is great for removing tough stains and naturally absorbs unpleasant odors. Add a little water and mix until you get a paste-like consistency. Apply the paste to the top of the toilet paper roll, making sure to rub it in thoroughly. Repeat the process on the bottom of the roll. Turn the roll and apply the paste again, ensuring it's well absorbed. Once you've prepared the roll, place it in the fridge. This roll will absorb all the unpleasant odors, keeping your fridge smelling fresh all the time. Plus, it's a cost-effective and eco-friendly solution. Try it out and enjoy a consistently pleasant aroma every time you open your fridge. Put styrofoam in the freezer and enjoy lower electricity bills. Have you ever put styrofoam in the fridge? If not, you definitely should. Instead of throwing it away, put it in the freezer. You'll reduce your bills and save on expenses. Styrofoam doesn't absorb moisture and doesn't dissolve in water. It also doesn't conduct heat. It's lightweight and can be crushed and broken into smaller pieces. If you're focused on savings and every penny counts for you, styrofoam can help with that. Simply freeze it. To do this, fit the styrofoam into one of the freezer drawers. Divide it into smaller pieces. Arrange it in the drawer. Insert smaller pieces into the empty spaces. Put the drawer loaded with styrofoam into the freezer. If you have space in another drawer, do the same. Fill it with styrofoam and put it in the freezer. It turns out that this really works. Styrofoam reduces the empty space in the freezer. Every time you open the freezer door, warm air enters. When the freezer is full, less warm air enters. This means the fridge uses less electricity. The same goes for the cooling part of the fridge. If you have a large fridge and few items in it, you can line the empty shelves with styrofoam. By eliminating the empty space in the fridge and freezer, you'll save more energy. Take a banknote and perform this test. Thanks to it, you will save a fortune on bills. The refrigerator doors are used every day. The condition of the seals affects their lifespan. If the refrigerator is noisy or frost appears inside, it may be a sign that it's time for the banknote test. Over time, rubber seals become stiffer and may not adhere properly to the refrigerator wall. This allows warm air to constantly flow into the interior, and the refrigerator works non-stop to cool the continuously entering air. To check, just perform a simple trick. Take a banknote and insert it between the refrigerator wall and the door. Then, close the refrigerator. Now try to take it out. If you can remove it without any resistance, the seal is not adhering properly. This method allows you to check the entire seal. If the rubber strip of the seal is tight, the banknote will offer resistance. There is another way to save the seal and make it adhere better to the refrigerator. If the seal has no visible defects or damage, try this trick. Use cosmetic Vaseline. Apply Vaseline to the clean and dry seal. This popular cosmetic will restore the flexibility of the seal, and it will adhere properly to the refrigerator. Spread the Vaseline evenly and precisely along the entire length of the rubber. You will definitely feel the difference the next time you try to open the refrigerator. Are your electricity bills high? Let us know in the comments what you do to reduce them. Put a sponge in the fridge. You'll be surprised by what will happen. You'll definitely want to brag to your friends about this trick. This trick is very simple and cheap, and it will help you with a problem that often occurs in fridges. But first, ask yourself, when was the last time you checked the products you keep in it? Some of them simply need to be thrown away. They can make the fridge smell bad. Take a look inside your fridge. Do you also have water droplets on the shelves or on the back wall of the fridge? If products stick to such a moist back wall, ice can form on them. And standing water on the shelves, if you don't notice it, starts to smell bad. There are 2 ways to prevent this. You can handle it with a regular dishwashing sponge, but don't worry. It's not about cleaning the fridge with it at all. Take one sponge and cut it under the rough surface. Make a small hole with a knife or scissors. Pour salt inside. Now place such a sponge on the shelf in the fridge. The sponge will absorb moisture from the shelves. Salt also absorbs moisture, so it's a simple and cheap fridge dehumidifier. The second method is to use another product. Sprinkle baking soda on the sponge and place it in the fridge, preferably in the bottom drawer. The sponge will absorb moisture, and the soda will additionally absorb unpleasant odors. If your fridge smells strange even after cleaning and washing it, try these simple and cheap tricks. You'll be surprised by the result, like my mother-in-law. Put plastic wrap in the freezer and see what happens. It will gain new properties you didn't know about. Everyone has plastic wrap at home. We sometimes use it to wrap delicate pastries, but more often we use it to pack regular sandwiches for school or work. Then we always try to have it on hand. It's very useful. However, it has its drawbacks. It's hard to unroll. Especially when the roll is new, it's difficult to start unrolling it. You can easily solve this problem. Just moisten the plastic wrap or your hands with water. If you run a wet hand over the plastic wrap roll, you'll easily find its beginning and unroll it. But once you manage to unroll it, it's hard to tear it off. It tears unevenly and gets all stretched out, sometimes endlessly, and unfortunately, it often sticks together. But there's a trick. One trick will make the plastic wrap very easy to tear off and won't stick together. There's one condition. You have to put it in the freezer. The low temperature will make the plastic wrap easier to unroll and tear off. It will be a bit stiffer. It won't stretch out as much, and it won't stick. If you use it very often and don't want to open the freezer all the time, keep the plastic wrap in the fridge. This will make using it much more pleasant. You'll forget about all those problems it can cause. Place a ball of aluminum foil in the fridge, and you'll be surprised by the results. This trick is particularly useful for getting rid of a few unpleasant issues. Here's how to do it. First, take some aluminum foil and tear off 2 identical pieces. You'll need 2 amazing products that you definitely have at home: salt and coffee. Put a tablespoon of each product onto the foil and gently mix them together. Now, wrap the aluminum foil with the mixture inside into a ball. Do the same with the second piece of foil. Once you have the balls well formed, take a toothpick and make holes in them. This step is crucial. After you've done everything, place the aluminum balls in the fridge. Finally, let me tell you what they're for. Very often, various smells come from the food stored in the fridge. Sometimes these smells are not pleasant and can linger for quite a while. These balls help with that. The combination of salt and coffee neutralizes these odors. Additionally, they also serve as an insect repellent, keeping bugs that get into the fridge at bay.